Welcome back to my channel, and let's tune into tarot for the month of September 2021. For anyone with a sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Gemini, this reading is for you. Do keep in mind this is a general forecast, so it will not resonate with everyone, but take what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. I hope you find some guidance and insights for your month ahead. So let's go ahead and jump in. For the first week of the month, Geminis, we've got the Seven of Swords reversed. We actually got all reversed cards this month for you Geminis, but that does not mean that all bad things are going to happen. Not all reversals are negative, and I try to elevate the meanings to some extent as much as I can. I'm working on that. But with the Seven of Swords reversed, I see this as a return of some kind. It could be an apology. It could be if someone stole something from you or took something from you, you're getting a return of that item or that piece of you that was taken. The Seven of Swords can be a deceptive card, a betrayal, or somehow, like I said, you're deceived in some way, or someone did something malicious, to you, did you wrong. And so you're either getting an apology, or there's someone from the past that's maybe coming back. There's clarity being restored in some way on something that happened that you were confused about, or you just didn't have the answers. Something's coming to light. Maybe a secret is coming out, but someone or something is coming back to you that was missing at one point, or was taken from you. Now, in the second week, we've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So we've got two sevens in a row. And I actually just noticed for the first time today that these two gentlemen in the card both have different colored socks. I'd never noticed that before. So the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it often speaks to not getting a return on your investment, or not seeing your ventures come to fruition in the way that you had expected or wanted, not seeing things taking shape in the way that you'd like, or your efforts and your time and your energy not yielding the results that you would want. So something around the nature of just not getting a return on your investment. So what I'm kind of thinking with the Seven of Swords is that possibly you invested in something that was a little bit of a scam, or just maybe there was a stock or something you invested in that tanked, right? Something to that effect, where it's like you were deceived a little bit, or you thought there was something that you were investing in that was going to yield a lot of positive outcomes or positive results or bring in a lot of money, and that just doesn't seem to be happening at this point. It also could be, let's see, like in a relationship, if someone deceived you in a relationship, the relationship is not transpiring or growing or flourishing in the way that you had hoped. Maybe there was an end to a relationship because someone was deceptive or betrayed you in some way, and they're coming back to apologize. But looking at the other cards, I don't see you accepting their apology. I think that this needs to come to an end if it does involve a relationship. But somehow you were done wrong, and I think some situation, it was not progressing in the way that you had hoped. Now in the third week, we've got the Five of Cups reversed, and this brings a healing. You've processed the emotions or the hurt or the pain or the turmoil that you'd endured through this situation, whatever did come to an end or whatever didn't transpire in the way that you had hoped. You've been able to process that emotion and accept it to some degree, to the point where you're ready to move on and move forward. Now, the Five of Cups shows in the depiction a bridge crossing a river to a castle that's illuminated in the background, and it's indicating a brighter future that awaits. And so you're ready to step into that brighter future and move forward. which is a wonderful thing. Okay, so that's a positive card. You've accepted kind of the events that transpired and you're ready to move on. So that's a good thing. And then in the last week, we do have the King of Swords reversed. And this can bring some confusion or some lack of clarity or breakdown in communication to some degree. I'm almost thinking it's like, you know, you are expecting something to move in a certain direction, a career, a relationship, some kind of situation or circumstance was moving in one direction. You were making an investment, you were investing your time, energy, support, focus, and it didn't result in what you had hoped for. I see it coming to an end and you're sort of cutting it off and wanting to move in a new direction or move forward, and you're ready to, but you're not sure what way to go. You're not sure where to go from here. So there's a little bit of a stagnant energy with this King of Swords reversed, where you're just sort of stuck almost. Maybe you're weighing up your options to some degree, but there's just some kind of some kind of confusion as far as how to move forward. You know you're ready to, you just don't know where to go from here. And I'm just thinking, like, if you were in a living situation in a relationship and you found that your partner was deceiving you in some way, that you're now wanting to move out of that home with them if you were living together and you're not sure where to go. So you kind of have to figure these things out. I will say that in the last week of September, that Mercury is going retrograde. Okay, so this can bring a breakdown in communication and breakdown in a lot of like mechanical issues or breakdown in devices, electronic devices, and relationships can break up at this point. Yours happened a little bit earlier. We enter the shadow period of Mercury retrograde in the second and third week, so you might hear rumblings of the Mercury retrograde at that point, but the actual retrograde happens on September 28th, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so this will very directly affect you. But in any case, there's some confusion, and with the King of Swords reversed, what I'm seeing or sensing is that you may not know how to move forward or where to move from here, but the idea is just take that next step. I feel like the movement, the process of moving, will illuminate your surroundings, and it will act as a guide. You know, it's like you just take that first step, and then you can see what the environment, where the environment is directing you, or where the universe is directing you from there. Because just staying put, you're only able to see so much. So I feel like take that first step out of the house that you're stuck in with your ex, and see what's out there, or go on that first date, right, with a new person, even though you don't know who you're going to be with necessarily, but you know you want to move forward, and just go on a date and try not to make a big deal about it. That you don't have to invest your heart and soul in this next step, but just take that step. I'm also getting a sense of just physical exercise or movement, like might bring clarity to you, like getting on a bike or a stationary bike, going on a jog, hiking in nature. I feel like the act of moving will bring some clarity or insight to you at this point. So take what you can from that. And then the final words of wisdom from Oracle, we've got Eye of the Needle. This is a new card. I've gotten all new Oracle cards this month so far, which is kind of cool. I feel like the last few months I'd be getting repeat cards of Oracle cards. So intentionality is the theme of this card. It's number 17. So Eye of the Needle, intentionality, clarity, positive outcomes. If you look through the eye of a needle, what do you see? Summon the experience of being so singularly focused on the task ahead that it becomes natural to remove everything that is superfluous, every distraction, every non-essential, so you succeed. What is, in this case, the definition of success? In order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goal needs to go. Okay, so this relationship was not in alignment with where you needed to go with your goal, or this investment or this career path or whatever it was needed to go. You needed to shed it so you could move in a direction that is more in alignment with you. This is the only way you'll get what you need. Shrewd discernment, the willingness to winnow down the needle thread connection to its essence. The eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is presented on the other side. The needle can mend, can sew things together to make something meaningful and new. You are experiencing success right now. Stay true to your desires, to the work you need to accomplish, so you are laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. So I'm getting a little bit of a sense that whatever you were involved with previously, that was not developing in the way that you had hoped, I see it, maybe it was a distraction, and maybe it was keeping you from achieving what you needed to achieve in order to manifest what you're meant to, or what you're meant for. Sometimes we get involved in the like toxic relationships, or people who have a negative influence on our lifestyle, or we get involved with activities that are not conducive to our highest path. So maybe that's something that had developed and that you're sort of shedding and cutting out at this time in order for you to manifest and move in the direction that is more in alignment with your highest path and truest purpose. But in any case, Geminis, I hope you found something helpful in that reading today. And if so, please comment below, give this video a thumbs up, share this with any of your Gemini friends, and I thank you for tuning in today, and I will check in with you next month. Take care.